Howdy folks, and welcome again to another Britgrid Intermediate Blender class. Today we're going to be looking at shape keys and how we can use shape keys to morph a mesh. So let's see how we can do that and why it would be useful. What I'm going to do is, first of all, going to add a mesh cube. I'm going to add a subdivision modifier. I'm going to put it up to 4. I'm going to change it onto simple. By going to wireframe, edit mode, you can't see much difference. So I'm going to apply that modifier. Apply. Okay. So we've now got our subdivided mesh cube. And it's called cube, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to go Shift D. And then I'm going to separate that mesh shape to a new separate object. Separate selection, which I've now done. And you can see that I've got more than one actually, I think. That's interesting, I don't want that one. I think I copied that more than once then. Anyway, so we've got cube and cube 02. There's no difference between cube and cube 02 at the moment. But let's make a difference. So I'm just going to hide the cube mesh for the moment by pressing H. And let's select this cube 02. I'm going to go into edit mode and I'm just going to mess around with it. So I'm just going to select all these verts. I'm going to scale them up a bit. Why can I still see my other cube? Let's hide that. So I've scaled it up a bit, and now I'm going to let's select some of these faces. Just going to make it look a bit weird and wonderful. So I'm going to scale those out all in. Like that. Maybe we'll do a bit more random stuff. Let's scale these. Just really trying to make it a weird shape, just so that you can see that it's been deformed. Well, that's certainly been deformed, isn't it? So what we can do is we can unhide our other cube. I'm just going to go to wireframe. Right, so let's make some shape keys. So as we say, we've got these two separate mesh shapes. We've got cube 02 and we've also got our cube. So the trick to making a shape key is you need to select the changed mesh first, and the changed mesh and the original base mesh, which is that one, do need to have the same number of vertices in them. You need to select the changed one first and then shift select the base, the original. Now if we go down to the data properties box here, we've got a shape keys box that we can pop out, and we can just go down and say join as shapes, and that will make two shape keys. The first shape key is called basis, which is the unmodified shape, the original shape, and then it will also create the changed shape key. So let's hide this mesh and see if we can get that to work for us. So I'm just going to go back to solid mode here. So if you select on the change shape key, you'll see there's a value here, and there's a slider that we can use to morph between the original and the changed shape. You can see it's relative to the basis. The basis is the one. And in fact, if we untick that one, you can see that we can't see the effect now. So you can, what happens if we tick that one? Does that do the same? It doesn't. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so that's that shape keys. Good fun, aren't they? And we could shade that smooth if we wanted to, look really freaky. So you can see it's got, particularly if you were animating a character's face, if you wanted to make it smile or look unhappy, change its mouth or whatever, or anything really, you know, you could use it to morph between a character's kind of leg rotating or something like that if it was walking. Anyway, I hope you found that useful, and I'm sure that we'll look at that in the future and have some fun with it. So thanks for watching the video. Keep your eye on the Blender Intermediate channel. Take care, and I'll see you next time.